ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching us. And we have yet again another episode of Behind the Mic, the short segment that we have here. We discuss what we did today on the radio, Behind the Mic. I'm Andrew Coates.
And I'm Manuel Mejia, and this is Behind the Mic.
Of course.
We had a great show today. I spoke about Horace Pippin, and you spoke about?
I spoke about Mr. Max Robinson, the first the first African American to appear as an anchor on the TV for news. And we're also planning to celebrate Women's History Month, of course, March. Thank you for all the ladies out there.
If it wasn't for women, we wouldn't be here right now.
Of course. So I feel like it's very important, and I do appreciate how every month is dedicated to celebrate something that a lot of us usually take for granted. Like February is Black History Month, even though every day is Black History Month for us. And March is Women's History Month, even though really every day should be for women's history and things of that nature.
Well, every day should be All Cultures Month, you know? Did you know September is Hispanic Heritage Month?
Yes, Hispanic Heritage
But I don't really hear much about that. No one really celebrates that in my school or any schools I'm aware of. So
we celebrate it a little bit at my school because there's more of the Hispanic population there. But
well, you know, something that we should, employ more. Hispanic History Month is like very close to me because that's the one season I get to express myself. Black History Month is amazing too. Okay. Too bad it's the shortest one.
Exactly.
The shortest one.
Mr. Bay, yes, you wanted to discuss.
You ever heard the saying that we all came in on different boats?
I know.
But we all the same?
Yeah.
Was it, we're all in the same boat, but we just made different stops?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And I think Puerto Rico are black.
Who?
Puerto Ricans are black.
Probably are. I'm not Puerto Rican.
I wouldn't doubt it.
What are you?
Honduran and Ecuadorian.
Wow.
Honduras.
You're black.
I think I am. Look at my hair. I think my hair is a giveaway.
Well, and I'm going to take this moment, I'm going to throw it back to you guys, but I'm going to jump in now. But I take this moment to say, Andrew and I were talking while you were on your conference call. We were talking about how a lot of people just in today's society, and jump in if you want to make a comment. In today's society, young and old, they just want to fit in. They want to fit in. What do you think, Manuel?
A lot of people want to fit in because it's a mass majority, and they want to be in a community where they're able to comfortably be in this setting. If you was to be the only one that's an outcast, an outlier, it's harder for you to make friends or even do anything because you're out there. There's a pro and con. Con being that is you against whatever societal group you're against, the rebellious person, or the pro is you're original, you're different, you're doing your own thing, and everyone wants to be the same, and not everyone wants to be the same. Like, who wants everyone to dress the same way? That's boring. Everyone wants to have the same haircut, the same style, the same taste in music, and then you have that one person that don't give a shit and want to be different, and people's gonna make fun of him, say he's weird and stuff like that, but he's gonna be president one day.
Ooh, he said the sugar honey iced tea word. You don't have to have a comment, but do you?
Oh yes, of course. I feel like it's only natural because humans are naturally social animals. We thrive off of being social and connecting. And in today's society, and nearly every society, in order to do that, you do require to have some sort of a common denominator, something that you all agree on, whether it's music, fashion, whatever, like beliefs, politics, whatever. It all depends on some type of common ground that you all share. So of course it's natural that people want to fit in because that's what we want to do. It's how we're taught to live. I always see on articles that the person who's very like extroverted, who's very fun, who's out there, very social. He's the guy that everyone wants to meet. He's the popular one, the famous guy. Whereas the people who are more introverted, who keep to themselves, they don't want the spotlight. They're the ones that are usually casted as the shadows, and they're saying, "Don't talk to that guy. He's weird," because they're not following the usual social thing of being social. And how you see everywhere, it's on TV, news. It's always the fun guy.
Not following the trends, eh?
Exactly. So
not wearing the skinny jeans.
Yeah, skinny jeans and things like that. So it's always it's always been around where people want to fit in, even though it may not be the best thing, may not be what you want to do, but it's always been a thing.
Well, you brought up a good point about humans being they want to be social, which there's a theory going. There's a theory that because we came from animals, where we evolved, and all animals they come in packs, in groups, because it's survive with each other. You know, they all hunt together, they all live together because they help one another achieve a common goal. And that's what we're trying. That's what we're doing. We still have that instinct that we want to be with others to support each other. That's why we have this strong feeling of being with one another. You know, you have that rare kind of people that want to be aside from people.
You want to be part of the wolf pack. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
But even so, that lone wolf always goes back to a pack. Even so.
Well, usually they make their own pack.
Exactly.
So you always have that special lone wolf that makes their own group. So it's always a group thing. You're never gonna find someone that's always by themselves. You know, because it's an animal instinct that we still have, and we use it to survive. You know, so some people want to be groups to survive, and some people want to be lone wolves because they're strong enough to be so. You know.
And make their own group. It's actually a form of torture, a form of a mental torture. It's called a white torture, where they put like someone in a room completely covered in white. The only thing they can eat is like white rice on like a white plate. They wear white clothes. The guards come in wearing like white shoes so that like cancel out noise and stuff. Called, like, it says sensory deprivation.
What the hell?
And like solitude is a good example. Like solitary confinement, where you're just sitting there in a room for like forever. It's just like a small cramped room with no one to talk to, no sociability going on whatsoever. That's another.
I understand.
That's another form of like it's actually kind of considered cruel punishment. You just lock someone up in a room by themselves, they will end up going nuts. Humans are very social animals. It's something that we absolutely need. It's not a bad thing, you know, with all the technology and everything we have nowadays, people are more connected than ever. You hear that all the time. So it is a good time. And
that was another idea I was thinking about. Like, if it wasn't for all this, I don't want to say religion, political parties,
all
and
the beliefs.
All the beliefs, really, they divide people. And if it wasn't for that, really, we wouldn't, like, love each other. There was a story I read on Facebook, or a video really, about the first black samurai. He visited Japan like in the 1700s, I believe, and the Japanese people was praising it because they never saw a black person before. And he was a slave. Like, they came from Europe and they was visiting Japan, and you just loved the guy because they thought he was special. He was tall, dark, muscly. They thought he was like a special kind of human being.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Exactly, and he was considered one of the best samurais of the time, which means, you know, the point of the story is, like, different cultures love other cultures because, you know, they don't get to see every day.
A celebration of difference.
Yeah, except for here where they came for the wrong reasons, and, you know, there's a lifelong hatred that was spread with every generation. Like, America's different in a way because, you know, they was born with racism, and they're still breeding that kind of
European colonism.
Yes.
Now, so speaking of a difference, that actually brought up something. In this country, we're always talking about differences in America. It's always a difference. A difference in religion, a difference in politics, a difference in race and color. It's always about differences.
Yeah.
However, we just said before, in order to be social, yeah, you have your differences, but there's always a common ground. There's always a similarity. And with that one similarity, you can make the best of friends. You can connect and be very, very social. So something that I've always found in history is that there are a lot of differences. America is marred with just so many differences that made wars, fights, protests, things of that nature. But whenever there's one thing that happened that makes a common ground, everyone comes together. Perfect example, 9/11. That was a perfect example of one common ground that made the entire country kind of come together in a way. It was like in a way they all kind of came together to some degree. They were able to like put down a few differences and say we must come together, repair the country, heal. This is a big disaster. We need to do something about this.
Okay, we need to go to a wrap. I just want to say I want a final note on this. Right? Is are you being trained to follow the pack?
Really, no, because only for me personally, because I grew up in like an old home. Everyone would tell you I'm an old soul, love all the old music. My mother's like 50. My grandmother's in her 70s, so I always came from an old home. My childhood is filled of just blasting Donna Summer and Shaka Khan and all the old classics.
Okay. What about you? You think you're being trained to follow the pack?
So no, to answer your question.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, because I remember I wasn't really in a pack at all. I wasn't invited to a pack. I never wanted to be in a pack, so I was always by myself. Like, if you guys know me, so I'm kind of an introvert. I don't really express myself often, but I wasn't trained, and I'm not trying to be in the pack right now.
Oh, wow.
And also, my mom was like 55.
I stopped it. I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't.
Still going?
Yeah, it's still going. We still
going. Then yeah, we just wrap up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching.
Oh yeah. Today's show. Let's talk about today's show again. What you thought about it, what you learned, and then let's say goodbye.
I thought it was a good show. It's a good. It's a bit of a small introduction into like the first and like women's history things. Well, I'm going to take an effort to talk about that more.
Yeah, and I mean today's show is great because we got to speak about people we look up to and people we aspire to be one day. Artists and people in broadcasting. So I mean, like it's helping us learn about other people and with similar cultures. And that's it.
That wraps up the show.
Thanks for joining us for Behind the Mic. Mike. Take it away, man.
Yeah, thanks for watching Behind the Mic. Please subscribe to the channel. We find us on all social media, Questyouthradio. Of course, we do the main show every Saturday, 9:30 to 10 a.m., channel 89.5 FM, WSOU. Thank you guys for watching. We love your support. We couldn't do this without you. We do this for you. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.